Hi, boys and girls. It's Miss Livingston here, first grade teacher at Hidden Valley. And today you are going to learn how to take notes on an opinion. This is to prepare you for what activity you will be doing in your module lesson. So, for this lesson, do not write, just watch, listen, and learn. But look at your day 26 note catcher to follow along. You will be using this note catcher for the next video. So, you do not need to be writing with a pencil right now. We are going to be reading about the opinion of a girl named Emerson Sperling, a 12-year-old from Sterling Heights, Michigan. She is stating her opinion on whether or not students should have to wear a uniform to school. I am going to read her response, and then I will take notes on her opinion. I don't think kids should have to wear a uniform. If students are wearing the exact same thing, they can't express themselves. Kids should feel like they can be their own person. They shouldn't have to match. During school hours, we should also be comfortable. If we're in scratchy shirts and uncomfortable dress pants, we're not going to focus well. I get that teachers don't want us focusing on everyone else's clothes, but it's still uncomfortable to be in a uniform all day. Also, parents have to go shopping and spend a lot of money on the uniforms. If students could wear normal clothes, we'd be able to, there we go, express ourselves, be comfortable, and not spend money on outfits that we never wear at home. So that was Emerson Sperling's response to should we wear uniform or not. So now I've created my own note catcher similar to the one you're using in the next lesson, but I'm going to focus it on Emerson's opinion. So at the top of the note catcher, it says parts of an opinion paragraph, and the title are my notes on the opinion of Emerson Sperling on school uniforms. The introduction. This introduces the topic or what you will be writing about. So I wrote that I will be writing about the opinion of Emerson Sperling on school uniforms. That's what the whole thing is about. This is the topic of our paper. Now, I'm showing you both the paper and the notes so that we can compare. And this is, again, the picture of Emerson. So here I have to find the opinion of Emerson. Is she agreeing, disagreeing? The opinion tells the reader what the person is thinking. Remember, opinions are something you think, not necessarily something that's right or wrong. It's just an opinion. So I have circled the first sentence here, which is, I don't think kids should have to wear a uniform. That's Emerson's opinion. She thinks, no, we shouldn't have to wear a uniform. So over here in my notes, I have written, Emerson thinks that kids should not have to wear a uniform. And I circled this part in red to show that this is where I got the information from, and this is where I put it. So I can remember that usually the opinion statement is found in the beginning somewhere so that the person can set the tone for the rest of what they're saying for their opinion. Next. So in this section, the reader or the person tells why do they have this opinion. We need evidence to support this opinion. So I'm looking for evidence to show why Emerson thinks that kids should not wear a uniform. So I'm going to keep reading. If students are wearing the exact same thing, they can't express themselves. So I have highlighted this because Emerson is saying that uniform does not allow kids to express themselves. So that's an opinion and a piece supporting Emerson's opinion. So I have added that to my notes. Kids can't express themselves. I'm going to keep reading. Kids should feel like they can be their own person. They should not have to match. During school hours, we should also be comfortable. If we're in scratchy shirts and uncomfortable dress pants, we're not going to focus very well. So Emerson is saying that, in her opinion, students should not wear uniform because their uniform is uncomfortable. So I'm going to add that to my notes. Kids won't focus in uncomfortable clothing. That's another point that Emerson makes to support her opinion. I'm going to keep reading and try to find one more. I get that teachers don't want us focusing on everyone else's clothing, but it's still uncomfortable to be in a uniform all day. Also, parents have to go shopping and spend a lot of money on the uniforms. That is another opinion of Emerson, that students should not have to wear uniform because parents have to spend a lot of money on it. That's my third note that I found from Emerson's writing about her opinion on why students should not have to wear a uniform. So I have underlined that section in blue to remind myself of where I got my notes from. It looks like most of my notes on evidence to support Emerson's opinion came from the middle of the text. Oops. Okay, here we go. Sorry, boys and girls. So, now that we've completed our notes, we're going to state our conclusion. A conclusion wraps up the paragraph and reminds readers of your opinion. So remember, the opinion of Emerson is that students should not have to wear uniform. So I'm going to read the end of the writing by Emerson, which is usually where the conclusion is found. If students could wear normal clothes, we'd be able to express ourselves, be comfortable, and not spend money on outfits that we never wear at home. So I've put a box around that in red to show that's where my notes came from. And I've restated the opinion. Overall, Emerson thinks that students should wear normal clothes to school. So basically, in the beginning, we wrote about her opinion of school uniforms. We said that Emerson said in her piece that she should not have to wear a uniform, students should not. We found 3 reasons in her piece that stated reasons why students should not wear a uniform. And then we concluded that overall, Emerson thinks that students should wear normal clothes, not uniform. So thank you, boys and girls, for listening. I hope this helped you to figure out how to take notes on an opinion. You are going to watch the next video, the day 26 video, and use your note catcher as well. This time you can take notes because your note catcher will match the story being read by the reader. Make sure you follow along and listen and post your work onto Canvas when you're finished. Have a great day, boys and girls.